Hello fellow gamers and fans of The Sims, welcome to my very first Let's Play of The Sims 2 Legacy Collection. I recently purchased this game on Steam. It includes all the DLC but the IKEA pack, which can be found online. I will not be linking it or anything like that. I bought the Sims 1 and 2 bundle. Since 1999, when The Sims came out, I've always been a fan. My first time playing The Sims was The Sims 1. Then a few years later, The Sims Online came out. Played that till it shut down. Also played The Sims 2 when it came out. Loved it. It's probably my favorite Sims game next to The Sims 1. It vastly improved the gameplay and features of the first game. We're going to be creating a family, although I've created a few Sims already. I might play those Sims or families here and there. I will not be using cheats other than the money cheat motherload and to turn aging off and on. I will also, we want a realistic gameplay experience. I will only use a money cheat if we are making a family or sim that comes from a wealthy background or is a retired sim and is like, that received an inheritance or something like that, or if their character calls for it. As for the aging on or off, I will be turning it off and on because if I am recording a series, it could be years, it could be months, it could be days before we finish the series of The Sims. This all depends on how you guys want it to go. If you guys want me to kill off a certain sim, if you guys want me to kill off a certain family, if you guys want me to have two sims get together and move in and start a rivalry, we can do that too. Then we will turn. If you want them to die, and if you don't want them to die, and then we'll turn it back on. We'll also be creating houses and community lots. Please excuse me for my awful building skills. They are completely terrible. So, in the base game, you have Pleasant View, Strangetown, and Veronaville. You can also create your own neighborhood. We will be doing that here in a little bit. But the DLC comes with Belladonna Cove. I've never played this. Desirado Valley 2 and River Blossom Hills. I've never played these three at all. So all my sims that I've recently created have been in Veronaville. We will be going to Pleasant View, Strangetown. Also, what I want to do is try to do a like no money challenge from The Sims 1 and 2, and see how that works and see how that goes. Where I just have one sim start with $0 or basically $1 as much as if I can't get them down to zero, or don't know how, then I will figure it out. But we will start from scratch basically and go from there. So we're gonna go into Veronaville. I'm gonna show you guys what. If you guys never played The Sims 2, let me give you a recap. The Caps and Monties have been feuding for years, but that hasn't stopped the younger generation from crossing boundaries and falling in love. Will their actions lead to ruin or bring the family together? Also, I've added a downtown for Verona and a college. You'll see that in just a minute. Let's get into the game here and show you all the stuff that it includes and that kind of thing. So yes, welcome to Veronaville. It's going to give you an insight of everything that I've done. I've added some houses that are not the Veronaville style. But yeah, I've always been a big fan of The Sims, and now that it's been released on Steam, here we go. The Sims 2 mansion and garden stuff. It looks like some of your expansions have no associated neighborhood. Each pack needs at least one associated neighborhood if you want your Sims to be able to visit new locations. To associate the first neighborhood for a pack, just click on neighborhood and choose your button in the upper left corner that has a plus in it. Okay, so we got the apartment life, we got free time, we got vacation, we got the summer, the summertime and nighttime and that kind of thing. We got Sims 2 pets, we got the shopping districts, We got Downtown Chooser. We got the college. All the DLC except for the IKEA pack. Um, so to start off, let me show you. Let me give you a rundown. We have. I've created. Sorry. I've created the Grayson family: Christopher Grayson, Nancy Grayson, Lulu Grayson, Taryn Grayson, and then they just recently had a baby and named Tammy Grayson. The Grayson family moved here from SimCity and hopes to start over. Chris is their leading provider for his family. He's currently has the military background. He's very wealthy. His brother Dalton lives right across the street, right up here, and he's hoping to start a family of their own. Dalton Grayson, the brother of Christopher Grayson, was living with his brother and his family, but has decided to move out on his own and continue the Grayson family tradition. This young bachelor is trying to make it on his own from his brother Chris. He met his best friend Christian, and Christian introduced him to his wife Cameron. Now he has his wife. He's the top. He's at the top of his career. Now it's time for Dalton to settle down and start a family. This is Cameron. Dalton lives across the street from. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Dalton lives across the street from Christian Love. He was not one sim that I created. He was one that was part of the game. During Dalton's job, he was a part of Dalton's job, and like every time a sim gets promoted or brings a friend home, Christian was that it was a randomly generated sim that was part of the game. And so I moved Chris into the Grayson household, and yeah. So Chris Love is an older bachelor out looking for love to give the girls the love handle. He met his best friend Dalton Grayson and introduced him to his wife. He's a matchmaker, a writer. Now he's looking for love, but will he find it? A lot of the time he's just looking to woohoo with the ladies, and that's the end of it. So he's also a former biker gang leader. And we'll go into there just a little bit. But I want to show you just a little bit. This is the first sim that I created right here. Sam Sampson. Sam is just a simple farmer. He wants peace here in Veronaville, but the young hipsters down the street cause him a lot of issues. And the reason I'm turning off the aging cheat code aging on and off is because I was playing Sam, and he died randomly, and the household was vacant, and that sucked. So, if the story calls for it, I will turn it off and on. On Christopher, sorry, wrong house. On Christopher's, I have aging turned off and on, or I have it turned on, sorry, so they can grow up. Lulu's currently a teenager, Taryn's currently a teenager, and then Tammy is currently a baby. If you guys want me to see them grow old and that kind of thing, and you want them to move out, then that's fine too. We can do that. But I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. Also, I created this house right here. This is the Jackson family. They live at 2800 Sim Lane. You got Jason Jackson and Wes Jackson. Jason and Wes Jackson moved to Veronaville from Sin City in hopes to find friends, family, and love. Jason is a up-and-coming race car driver. Wes Jackson is a retired race car driver who won the Sim Indy 5600 3 times and is a 7-time Sim Cup champion. So basically, think of NASCAR, but for the Sims. I incorporated that background. So they're kind of the wealthy type. They got $231,000. They live in a small bedroom, two bedroom house, and that's good enough for them. But yeah, I created their house right there for them, hoping to, get better on my building skills. Uh, that car that's in the background right there, that's the car that, West Jackson raced in the uh, Sim Cup 5, the Sim Indy 5600, and it's been crashed and beat to hell and that kind of thing. And so what I want to do is I want to have them fix it up, and uh, you know, uh, West Jackson will give that to, or West Jackson will give that to his son. And this is Nathan Grayson. Nathan Grayson is the son of Christopher Grayson. Had just graduated college and is looking to make a name for himself. I had put him through college. He's the only one he was a teenager, but then he grew up, so he's the only one there that has graduated college. Also, I got some, I got some community lots that I did not create, but have. Uh, Also, I got another Jackson here. I have not. I just recently created her. I haven't written her a bio or nothing yet. Um, but let's go ahead and go and let's play Christian Love, and we'll show you a little bit about him. The Love family. Maybe we can give a couple of the girls the Love handle, because I did give them a bio page and that kind of thing. So we're gonna go into and see. This is what I'm talking about. When you get home from work and that kind of thing, you bring a friend home. So he's has a journalism career. He owns a business. He owns the bookstore across the street. These are his skills. I have built these all up. These were not like that when it was randomly generated. He's got the sales level bronze, the restocking bronze talent badge, and the toy making one. So he brings home $2,350 every paycheck. Here's the bio page. Dalton's best friend. He's a former biker gang leader that loves science and being creative. He also loves chicks and motorcycles. He's always trying to woohoo with the ladies. They call him the sexy senior. So yes, he is the sexy senior. He's retired. This is the bachelor pad. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's got Karen Grayson, who is one of his friends. He slept with Vin Parker. He slept with Daniel Lillard, and Danielle Lillard, sorry, is a one that I had called the matchmaking services and set them up on a date. He's also slept with Vin Scott, that kind of thing. So he's slowly making friends with all these females and trying to get them the love handle. But will he succeed? That is up to you guys. Let me know down on the comments on what I should do. But yeah, let's get out of the neighborhood for him, or go back to the neighborhood. I mean, if you guys like this idea of what I'm doing, we'll go into the Dalton Grayson family. And we'll give you a little background about them. So Cameron is also a randomly generated sim that had Christian introduced them. Cameron was Christian's boss in the when I created Dalton and that kind of thing. Or Dalton's boss. I'm sorry, not Christian's. Dalton's boss, and Christian was like, let me set you up with this girl I know and that kind of thing, and so they matched and fell in love. So this is Cameron. She's right now in bed. This is her husband, best friend. So she's got a little bit of she doesn't like Wes Jackson. They got into an argument recently. Um, so Dalton Jackson is a mad scientist, and in when I was playing Dalton Jackson or Dalton Grayson, sorry, not Jackson. Um, he Cameron was her boss and or his boss, and Cameron was not a hostess. When I had moved them in, she was a hostess. I don't know if that's because they can't be in the same career or what, but um, yeah. So these are her skills. I haven't really been working on her. And this is their house. This is just a randomly created one. Um, that is part of the community lot. This is what I've done with it. I haven't really done too much with it. You know, they got a simple living room. They got a simple bedroom. They got a second bedroom for anybody, you know, if they have kids or a roommate or that kind of thing. They also got, you know, a pottery room and a robot making station and then a creative room. Uh, this is a small bathroom that I have not done anything with yet either. Um, but yeah, so this is their lifestyle. Let's go ahead and... Did I create a bio page for her? I can't remember. No, I haven't. But I have for Dalton. Dalton is the oldest brother, is the oldest of 4 kids. He's 18, off to college, and wants to eventually build his own life, which now he's done. I say he's been pretty successful in what he's been doing. Alright, we're going to go back into the neighborhood now. I want to thank you all again for watching. Until next time, I'm ZK. Peace out.